Hey there. Welcome to episode 5 of the Iron Man series. And as was promised, or what was discussed at the end of the last episode, we'll just be kind of going over our game plan, just try to get a roadmap at what I consider to be kind of at the periphery of middle game. We're about to start middle game, from what I consider it at least. So I want to get organized. I don't want to be so spontaneous like we were in this first segment up until this point. Even if something comes up, I still want to be doing what we were originally doing. I don't want to start bouncing between tasks or areas. I think it's just, organized is good. So, I haven't checked what scrolls we have in our inventory, but we're going to be scrolling our Impaler right off the bat here. We're going to be 60%ing it. I don't think we're going to be putting any Spirit 30s yet on any Impaler. That's because I don't have any that's worthy of doing so. And they're also pretty finite. I think they come from Bull Spiders and Gachapon. We have none of those yet. I think we need 50 for Gachapon. So until we get a godly Impaler, we're just going to 60% our current one. And hopefully all 5 of them go through. We might be crafting some work gloves with the leathers we have in our inventory. I think that's a thing we can consider, because we're going to be going to platoon Chronoses and killing a lot of those for glove attack 60s. And the more gloves we have to kind of spread them out, the more chances we have of guaranteeing a 10 weapon attack glove or higher, potentially, if we get like something like a 30% or something. And we're also going to be hitting Master Chronoses pretty hard. We're going to be hitting that map hard for helmet dex 60s. Get a big wad of those, because we need a bunch of them. I want to see if we can find a 10 slot helmet, like a green bandana or something, just so we can drop more of the scrolls, get more of a potential benefit if it goes well. I'll have to look and find out where those 10 slot helmets come from, though. And I was looking at the quests in the Ludus Lake Orbis area, and there's so many. There's so many. Any attempt at trying to put this out on paper would just be futile. So I think it'd be more entertaining if we just let it play out organically. I'm just going to accept all the quests that I see pop up on my screen. I'm going to do better about that. So once we have them all into our quest log, we're going to plan them out on the spot. And for the 30, 40 to 50 range, it's a little bit more manageable. But, right, 31 to 40 is just so much. So much. But this is pretty much all of the middle game here. So yeah, and it's going to be tough to do them all, every single one of these, because I do want to hit like Voodoos and Hoodoos or something for Heartstoppers and for grinding experience. And finally here, there are some pots I need to address right now. Look at this. The Kui. Anyways, 10 speed, 30 minutes. I didn't know this even existed in the game. So that's cool about the Iron Man, is it forces you to dig deep and find things that you didn't know even existed. I really wish we knew about this earlier, because 10 speed, cheery. That's gonna make life so much better. I was going a little bit crazy walking around at 117 or however much we were at. So this is going to be a pot we're going to have active at all times. And we're going to get like, I don't know, 100 of these or something. So that'll be 300 times 30. 3,000 minutes. I don't know how many hours that is. 50 hours? I don't know, but we're gonna have all the Kui we'll ever need. We're also gonna upgrade our HP pots to hot dogs and hamburgers. I think hot dogs give 500. Hot dog supremes, I mean, are 500, and hamburgers are 400. Either way, we need to graduate from the white potions and the orange potions. They are not cutting it any longer. As you saw in the last segment at the raids, we had to break our 7th rule because of that, and we're gonna pick up a little more pots each time we do repot, just so we don't run out like we did before and, you know, embarrass ourselves. And yeah, we're gonna be skilling hyper body here pretty soon because we've achieved spear mastery full and spear booster full. So it'll be the iron wall thing, the 3 in that, and then hyper body will start getting skilled. So our HP is gonna start shooting up very, very high, or very quickly. So we need to adapt with our pot selection soon, very soon here. And we're gonna be getting ciders, the Shawa attack pot, because it is superior to the warrior elixir, and it's quicker to get there than waiting on the subway to NLC. And last thing here is dojo. I want to grind solo dojo for at least the yellow belt. I'm gonna double check the rules. I'm gonna double check if we could do party quests. This is technically a party quest, but we're gonna be doing it a solo. So does that still count? Does that break the rule? I gotta make sure it doesn't. And if it doesn't, we're gonna grind 1800 points for the yellow belt, because this will equate to, it might set us above the threshold, the 2.6 accuracy. This is gonna give us 2.6, but if we have 0.4 or 0.5, we'll have 3 accuracy gain from this yellow belt. And this is a nice thing to have. It's also, yeah, there's no belts we're gonna be getting anytime in the future besides the dojo belts. So yellow belt is a definite goal. We'll be grinding when we head to Aqua Road or something. We'll just make a quick stop here, grind some points towards our belt and eventual black belt. And any chaoses we get in the future, we'll be just slamming them on dojo belts, I guess. We'll think about it, because having it just ruin our belt after putting in so much work to get it would be kind of physically painful. Even physically, it would hurt us physically. Anyways, I will see you in the game, where we will do a little bit of scrolling and maybe do like an addendum to the intro once we see what we're working with. Okay, see you there. Okay, cool. In game now. So like I said, addendum to the intro. We're taking care of some things that we went over. We're just accepting some other leftover quests, some stragglers that we just saw. I was checking to see if we could make work gloves, because I think this guy used to be able to make work gloves, I feel like, but I didn't see the option to be able to do that, so skip that part for now. We're getting some better pots, some better healing potions, and we'll be using, so we're using 3 now. We added 1 to our repertoire: white potion, hot dog supreme, hamburger. And it's going to take a little bit of practice and getting used to, because I haven't used these pots yet on this character. We're picking up ciders now. I forgot completely that you can only, the max stack for these is 1, so they eat up a lot of inventory space. And that's a big thing I forgot about. So we're only going to pick up just a couple here. We'll probably have to go back to NLC and get the warrior potions, just because you can just stack them up a little more than ciders. But going back to replenish them isn't a big deal. We have the Shawa return drink, so we'll just get a stack of 8 for now. And we're trying to just work ahead here, look at all the quests we have, and try to knock them out, not leave them behind and forget. So we try to use our helper. We have a max helper of 5, so we'll have to kind of get a notepad here and jot down some other things, which is what I'm doing. I have a notepad in front of me, literally, and I'm just scribbling down some things by, towns. So, for instance, in Aqua, we have to hit Kenta. Kenta is going to be pretty key for a couple of these people. There's that Shamu thing, Shamu and Nautilus, Vigor of the Sea. We have to get a snorkel, etc. item, a toy Trojan, seal meat, and those toy seals. And on the ship to Orbis, we have to break that box for the Maple History book. In Orbis, we're going to talk to Little Moppy there, Kriel, Korean Folktown. Ton of quests that open up there for us if we can hit the mobs. Camilla wants us to go there too. And Omega also has a skew of quests that we'll be doing. And Dr. Kim is going to be our man there for a couple of quests. We have those Omega tickets that we got from the Nautilus quest. And we're in CBD now, trying to get the quiz. Dumped a bunch of stuff into our storage so to free up some space, and kind of organizing our scrolls that we're going to be using in this upcoming live commentary session where we'll be scrolling the Impaler and other various items, but mainly the Impaler. So we just made sure we put those scrolls in an easily visible spot in our inventory. And just kind of setting up. I forgot to add these people in my buddy list just to let them know that we're doing an Iron Man challenge, just from the page on the forum, and checking out a skill, Final Attack. I was thinking about this because back in the day there's a guide that heavily advocated for maxing this out, but I don't really want to be trapped in a Final Attack animation, because it triggers Rapture. It triggers, you're kind of stuck in that second follow-up attack. It is stronger, but it just doesn't seem like it's going to be a boost in DPS in the end, just because you're stuck in one spot. And I just noticed here, Ciders have an accuracy reduction of 5, and I'm asking myself, can we really afford that hit in accuracy, that 5 in accuracy? Like, we've been working so hard around his accuracy in the first place, so we'll check it out. We'll play around with the pot. If not, it's okay. And here we are. We just moved to our scrolling location. All right, live commentary coming up. We're scrolling stuff. Cool. Enjoy.
I'd do anything for you, dear. Anything.
All right, here we go. Let's redrop our lucky meso bags. And yes, last one here. Okay. Impaler. This is going to be the first 60% ever on this account. Is it going to pass? Let's just go. Do we dummy the first slot, or do we go for the straight 60? Straight 60. No! Fuck! Okay. Surely this time. Good. Give me it. Good. Good. Once more? Do we go 360s and then dummy? I think I'm not feeling good about this slot with dumb. No, it'll pass. Yes! 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 Okay, now we dummy. Now we dummy. A dummy, what 60 do I have to dummy? Glove. Glove for Dex. Do we dummy that? Yeah, we'll dummy it. Okay. Oh shit, it worked. Dummy another 60. Shit. Oh, it worked. No. No. Okay. One more dummy. This is gonna fail. No! What the heck? This is... okay. Dummy scrolling. It's not working. It's not working. Oh, shoot. What else can we dummy? What else can we dummy? The next 60 isn't gonna pass. I just know it's not. Shoot. Alright, just go for it, I guess. Oh, and it failed. God fucking damn it. It's fucked. Fuck this game. Okay, this is post-scrolling session. Sorry for the shouting. You know, that was just raw emotion right there. I'm sorry about that. Maybe I'll find a way to edit it later so that it doesn't destroy your eardrum. But yeah, that was such a bad display of dummy scrolling and my scrolling ability right there. Oh, I was so bad at scrolling. Anyways, we're on the ship. So while we're kind of waiting for the ship for a little bit, we're just kind of checking out accuracy stuff, and then we are gonna try to do a little more scrolling. This is not live scrolling, not live commentary, so we just try to drop a 10% just for the heck of it, and go figures, it passes. Go figure, it passes. And then we're thinking a very, very long hard about using this 30% dex on the same rope we just got the 10 pass on, and we're scared. You know, we're faltering here. We're just looking and then thinking, oh god, if this booms, what do we do? So we are just looking at what stat changes can occur. So we ultimately just decide to throw it to 30 on a fresh bathrobe, I think. And then watch this. Watch what happens. Watch what happens. It passed. It passed. We got a 10 to go through. We got a 30 to go through. God! That would have been a 10 dex, 6 accuracy, 12 speed, 8 slot bathrobe if we just got it to go through, and then we would have finished it with 60s or 70s. But I guess now we'll just finish them both off with 60s or 70s. We'll take the dex hit in the end. But it might not be all bad. It's just, you know, we have an extra bathrobe that got, you know, the equivalent of 30% scroll or 10% scroll on both. So we have that to work with. So here we'll cut to an intermission while we get to Orbis. I'm sorry, that was such a bad display of scrolling. Such a bad display of scrolling. Alright, so we're back, we're in Orbis now. Yes, so what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna just knock out the majority of all the Orbis quests that are exclusive to Orbis that we can handle right now. It's pretty easy. It's just takes a little bit of time and a little bit of patience, and it's a good thing that we get these done just so it clears up some headspace, because there's like a limit to, I guess, what I can process at any given time, and there are just so many quests in our kind of list of things, our to-do list. And the first one is kind of that Kriel thing, getting Nero's necklace in the cash shop. We're at first trying to just manually scroll through every tab and look for those items, and then we just decided to search up the item itself, which quickens the process a bit. And meanwhile, we're in the cash shop. We're going to kind of get our Mog going. We're going to use that witch broomstick as our weapon NX, and we're going to get a pair of cool sunglasses. That's right, we're looking Mr. Cool right here. Gonna just, break some boxes for those empty flasks. Takes a little bit, but we're just going to change channels, rotate around the map, and just keep breaking boxes until we get that 20 stack of empty flasks. So, really not too much going on here. It's a bit of a stale segment right now. But yes, we're going to afterwards head over to those Junior Celion, Junior Grumpins, Celions, and I forget what the third one's called. Lioneers. So we'll head over to those 3 and knock them out. We're going to need some of those little horns they drop, because we have a bunch of quests that are asking us to get those as a collection quest. Yeah, nothing too much here. It's a shame about our Impaler, but it's okay. It wasn't even that good of an Impaler to begin with. It was just okay. And we have other Impalers in our inventory that we can try scrolling with later. I'm definitely not gonna be chill with just keeping this Impaler. We're gonna try again later. Gonna try scrolling a better one, and we'll try to not be so dumb while we're scrolling. We're just, maybe when we do these scrolling things, it'll kind of sway me away from dummy scrolling, because that was ridiculous. Ridiculous. We would have had, I think, like one more pass on our spear out of the 5 scrolls that we used, which isn't that much. It's 2 weapon attacking, 1 strength, but still, there's no reason for us to just lose that, have that last scroll fail. We had like 3 60% passes in between, so that was a silly thing we did. But yeah, either we'll grind for more spear 60s, or we'll just find our spear scrolls, our spear for attack scrolls from Gachapon. Probably we'll get a good chunk from Gachapon, because we're almost at the level where we can actually use the machine. And yeah, didn't speed this video up as much, just because we're just going to get the Orbis Quests, the bulk of them done, and then we'll just kind of end this off. I'm not sure if we should make a part 2 again, like episode 4, because nothing much really happens in this episode. So maybe we make a part 2, head over to Ludi. We're not going to take the ship to Ludi, we're going to descend the Orbis Tower and take care of a bunch of things we need to do quest-wise, descending the tower. And yes, we got that. I think we got the 20 bottles now, so we're going to start on that Alphonse quest, the Chaos behind Alphonse Green. That's the Bone Helm quest. Not going to use the Bone Helm, because we already have maxed out, or we have very close to 140 base movement speed. I mean, not base, but with the Kui, we have like 136, which is kind of funny when I think about it. Of course, a Night Lord main would do that. Of course, they would get to that fast of a movement speed just because they can't stand walking any bit slower. So that's awesome. We have 136% with that Kui. So that's helpful. Very, very good. So walking is not a drag anymore, because we're walking pretty much as fast as the game will allow us to. Yep. So yeah, we're not even wearing our dex cape. We're just using that 10 movement speed, because I want that movement speed so badly that I'll sacrifice accuracy over it even. I mean, unless there's like make or break moment where we need that bit of dex, then we'll wear that raggedy cape. But yeah, here we are just getting those solid horns. Killing out the lioners. I didn't feel like doing the math, so we just go ahead and get 400 of these solid horns. Just because I didn't want to fall short or anything, but yeah, we'll get them pretty quickly. And then we're trying to Zerk. We're just trying to pseudo Zerk. We're not very good yet with those new pots, because first of all, it's a new HP threshold that we're playing at. Just a little more HP than I was used to working with. And those are new pots, so trying to get the muscle memory and recall down real quick. We get a little better at it later on. As long as we don't die, I think that's a successful practicing session. And just thinking about it, when we're doing these long sessions, or these few hours of questing, I didn't realize just how long we're actually just keeping our Zerk up. And it's like not impressive or anything, but that's so much time just of us focusing. So I'm trying to adjust my mindset to just thinking that our max HP is half of what we currently have. So it's a little deceptive to see our HP bar at half, because I don't want to like trigger a fight or flight response just from seeing a low HP bar. Because if you're playing DK, you cannot have that happen. You need to be calm. You need to be calculated. Otherwise, you're gonna, freak out and, lose your Zerk or use a pot that you're not supposed to. So this is good because Osiria and Orbis mobs are hitting us harder than Victoria. Naturally so, because this is like kind of mid-level content. They should be hitting harder. And that's a good thing for us, because it just puts a little bit more of a pressure on us to stay Zerked. And the harder stuff we do, the more skilled we're going to be in the end. Just like high quality practice. So I think it's good to challenge yourself. I think it's kind of a necessary thing. Otherwise, if you just stay in your comfort zone forever, you're never gonna improve at anything. And that's just kind of my theory in game and in life. So we'll just apply that there, and it's good. It's good. And yeah, we're done with the solid horns and the kill quest there. So we're gonna go move on to the pixies. A little bit of an accuracy issue here, but we can hit these for the most part. And these freaking hit hard. So like star attack hits us for like almost 300, I think, mid 200 damage. So we can either use a white pot after every time we're hit, or we can use one of those hamburgers at, I think, around 700 HP. 800 HP, and then we can use the hot dog if we hit 700, just to heal back to 1200, because I don't want to do the math of having exactly 1269. We don't need to hit exactly 50% each time we pot. We'll just kind of roughly estimate, like maybe 100 underneath 50% Zerk. And yeah, just kind of balling them up and knocking them all out. Try to go to the next map because I suspect it's got better spawn. These lunar pixies are a little hard to hit for us, so we change back to our 10 dex bathrobe. These Nependets, we get a good amount of Haktua done to us. We got spit on, and the sound effect when they spit on you, it sounds kind of similar to that meme. Haktua, spit on that thing. But, these are freaking annoying because this map requires a lot of climbing, and then as a result you get knocked off a lot, and then you fall, and then just trying to get back up, you get spit on. But yeah, these are stationary mobs, so they're easy, and they have very quick respawn. while we're doing these Nepin deaths, we actually get the Nepin death honey, which was surprising to me because I thought that was a really like rare drop, kind of like the newspaper hat and the Arwen's glass shoe. I thought it was that rare because I see people used to sell that for like 20 mil, and we just got one right then and there. I don't know if that's lucky or if that's just normal. But yes, taking care of some lunar pixies. Just taking a quick trip back to town to turn in some quests. Just because I think we were full on our equipment and we had to NPC some things. Leveled up there, which is good. We get some pretty sick items from this drop. Like, we get a helm, we get a warrior helm. It's got 7 strength, I think. 7 strength helm, dude. That is awesome. So, we could probably... No, we're going to still go with the 10 slot helmet for scrolling for decks. Like, we'll just kind of keep that around, because that is technically a godly roll right there. 7 strength helm. Maybe we'll just wear it over the bamboo hat for now, because 3 luck isn't much. You can take that 7 strength over 3 luck. Yeah, that's probably the move we'll go with. We never did make the switch though yet, but next time we will. It's a lot of backtracking and forth. I didn't research any of these quests that have parts to them, so we're just gonna kind of play as if we're brand new. There's a Nepin death honey. So yeah, I actually never spent a heavy amount of time in Orbis when I was playing throughout my career. Maple career. Never really spent a ton of time in Orbis, just because it was mostly spent in Ludi and other places. Just kind of never paid much mind to this zone. I only really ever bothered with the Eliza quest for the area boss, just because it was kind of cool to see that part when it first came out. I ever did Orbis PQ back in the day. Never really quested here. I mean, I've been through all the maps, but it's just been a while, so I'm just trying to refresh myself too as well as we work our way through these Orbis quests. Yeah, accuracy issues big time. So we try to pop a sniper pill. We have 1 left, so we're gonna not use it. We're gonna save it for a situation that actually necessitates us using a sniper pill. So we'll just go with our sniper potion instead, which is 5 accuracy. It gives half of what a sniper pill does for any accuracy deficiencies that we run into here. And this is a high quality Zerking practice for us, because these hit us harder than what we're used to. Yep. And we cut it close a few times. We almost die a few times, but not really. Like we're like not unfocused or anything. We just get to like 200 HP a few times. So back to town, turn in these quests, pick up the next iteration of them, or the next step in them, and yeah, move on from there. Kind of like the Elma NPC, the look of it. She's kind of got this nonchalant expression on her face. Like she looks like she's just smoked some weed or something. Yes, another kill quest for all 3 types of these little baby cat things. And yep, there's the Garnet ore, so we can knock out Ming Ming's second worry later on if we get like a stack of 10. And yeah, at first this was a little hard, but after doing the pixies, it's easy to Zerk these now. So that's what I'm saying, like, you challenge yourself and then you go do something that's easier than what you just did, and all of a sudden you get a sudden improvement in whatever it was that you were practicing. kind of getting the hang of our new pots and these more hard-hitting mobs. So yeah, this is nice. I think after we're done here, we'll start at the top of Ludi and then work our way down towards Omega Sector. Just because I was originally thinking about going back to Victoria and then starting in Omega, but I don't want to just climb up. I'd rather climb down, just because it's easier to go downwards than up. And I'll have to think about if I want to climb up afterwards or just take the teleport to Nautilus and then take the ship back. I'll look for that quest where you can get those rock scrolls to go up and down, like ease of access, those shortcuts. Yep. Done with that kill quest. So, next is Nepenthe Seeds. Yeah, I think we need 150 of them. And this is pretty boring, but also good zerking practice because they hit a little bit hard. And yeah, we're just gonna stick to this rectangular motion here. We get an additional Nepenthe honey out of this, so we get 2 total after this, which is interesting because I really thought that was a super less than like 1% drop rate. I didn't recall the monster book drop tab, so if we finish our entry here, we can double check and see where it's placed at, if it's the very last item, or if it's actually not as rare as I recall. And yeah, we could just get knocked down, just get spat on and Haktuad off the rope. There's the Nepenthe honey. About a little over halfway done now. So yeah, pretty chill session. I don't really want to stop playing right now, so I'm just taking a quick pause here to do some commentary over episode 5. Just get this done. Yeah, maybe we'll make a part 2 to 5. Just because seriously, nothing happens except for our intro. We just do some quests. It's pretty boring. We don't make any progress. We just get a level here and there. I think we make it a 46 or 45 at the end of this Orbis kind of questing session. Well, we're not quite done with Orbis yet. We still have to descend to Orbis Tower, but yeah. I mean, the top part of it, the upper Orbis part. We don't really get any of the big quests done, like the Bonehelm one, because it's asking us to go back to Alinea, and we're trying to go to Ludi right now. Work our way to Ludi. Yep. And oh yeah, the cider actually didn't end up hurting us too badly. We just aren't going to cider when we're missing things. But for the most part, the lower avoidability mobs, we can cider them. I think we could even cider the Dark Nepenthes if we wanted to, which I think we actually end up doing. But yes, just trying to get those cloud pieces, those 25 of them. And that's nice. They don't really drop too often, but we get there. And somewhere down the line in our equipment grinding, or our equipment drops, we actually get a pretty high strength warrior top, which is awesome. So maybe we'll wear that somewhere down the line. We'll have to kind of do a little more calculations and think about it a little more. But yeah, if we can get some scrolling done with it, that would be awesome. I also want to pick up the Legendary Spirit actually now, just so we can scroll things that might be out of our level range. And that's also my preferred way of scrolling an item, is using Legendary Spirit, because well, after that scrolling session, anything I say about scrolling is invalidated, but I think that Legendary Scroll as a separate kind of entity, scrolling entity, compared to if you just directly drag the scroll onto the item through your character equipment slot. I think it's a little different. So, oh, in our scrolling session, it went poorly because we were on the wrong channel. We were supposed to be on channel 11, but we were on not 11. So that's the only reason why it went badly, I think. Is once we're on the appropriate channel, then we'll have some good, some better luck. Yeah. But that's also a load of BS because we were on not channel 11 on the ship and we got a 10% and a 30% to pass. Oh, sorry, I'm being a moron. But yeah, we just have our little quirks with scrolling, and here we are proving them all wrong. Yeah. Just RNG, I guess. Just RNG. Yeah, there we go. Cider. You can hit these easily. No problemo. Need 80 of these. Down these. I don't attempt to hit the Luster Pixies because I know we're going to need sniper pills, and we have one left. So, yeah, just going to wait till we get to Looty to replenish that. We probably should have gone to NLC to get more warrior elixirs before we came here, but it's okay. We'll just kind of rely on ciders for now, if we can. If we can't, we'll just use the maple, or the barbecue attack pot from the event. If we can get some more, I think we are running low on that as well. And yeah, we just kind of stick to this left part of the map because they spawn so fast, they respawn so quickly, that we can just chill here and just take them out one after the other. Got a red whip, so now the Legendary Scroll, the Legendary Spirit Quest is pretty much going to take care of itself. We'll just buy the rest of them from those scroll vendors. And then that'll hopefully improve our scrolling probabilities next time we do scroll something. Just trying to check out that one portal, see if that leads anywhere. But I think that's for a recipe for Black Cloud for Smokescreen quest or something. Either way, we can't go in there. Yeah, I'm gonna go and return the Cloud Sprayer, turn that in, and then I think that's gonna wrap up part 1 because we're gonna kind of pause before we descend the Orbis Tower. Yeah, that blue Dragoon armor, that has 7 strength on it, I think. So, right on. Right on. Yeah, get the stack of 50 holy waters for that one quest. And yep, this is it. Cool. See you in part 2, maybe. Alright, thank you. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time, and hope you have a great day. Alright, bye.